So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Alessandro Costa Curta doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it do.
It's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's now on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Well, we're on the way. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Seedorf.
Can he get on the end of this? It's made its way to him. And he goes cross-field.
A good ball, that too.
It's a promising position. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ruggeri. And he was quick to react. Barella. Neither side especially adventurous early on. He's a sharp little ball here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Turns back here, probably the best option. That is ended up in no man's land. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's put paid to a promising move. This looks promising. Del Piero! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Into the channel. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for options for movement. Drives it, a terrific header! Goal, Milan! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He shifted it to the flank, looking to play him in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's picked it up out wide. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Spread it left. He's in a great position here. Climbs up big! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That has been slung wide. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Ruggeri. Shevchenko. And that is a little undercooked. And they're not going to make any further progress now. No outsmarting him this time. Del Piero. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Thuram. Spread out to the left. Kostic. Shot a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's the delivery.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
We are into stoppage time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And that's the second half started. He won't be happy with that one. Thuram. Nicely weighted ball. And Del Piero! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ball swap. Header! Big moment! Massive goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan go into the lead. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he shoots! And he gets rid in a hurry. Ruggeri. Now he's off and running. Del Piero tries a measured ball, tries a shot! Ruggeri.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
So much time and space here. Chance to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Incoming. He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Ruggeri. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Spread it left. Kostic picks it up out wide.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's good running with the ball. Clipped into space. Played in deep. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Played out to the right. Ball is over the line. So there's going to be another change here.
Cambio di giocatori.
He's found a way through. Played in. Aldair attempts a clearance. Aims beyond the defence. Delivered with swing.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13. Viene sostituito con il numero 14.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And the counter is on. Looking for the run. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's had it taken off him. It's a promising position. Great vision. And the through ball. He's had a shot! It's hit the upright. And that was very necessary. Chance here to counter. Milan moments now away from seeing this one out. That's gone for a throw-in. Milan making another change here. Shevchenko being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
It's an exciting looking ball, that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafael Leao threads one in. That ball looks a good one. Real chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he whips it in. He rises! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 23.
Milan making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
He's got away. And time is up. Milan can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, this was a result that reflected the difference in team strengths. I mean, you felt that all they had to do was release their power and they were going to steamroll their opposition, which pretty much happened.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Ciro Immobile. He's your classic striker, Peter. Absolutely lethal when he's got a sight of goal. He can play both on the shoulder of the defender or as a kind of target man, but given his superlative finishing ability, his teammates should be looking to get the ball to him in the box whenever possible.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Adrian Benabi.
Barella.
Gets across to intercept that. Kostic. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Nicely spread. And Kvaratskhelia. Immobile. Decent chance! Off the post. That's really well cleared. Foot in. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Up he goes! Goal! Milan! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Milan make the perfect start. They are already ahead. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Out to the right. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Flashes it across. Bastoni clears it away. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Barella. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Barella. Quarter of an hour played. Adrian Benabi. Passing nice and neat. Chance, surely! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's intervened well there.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And that has been knocked clear. Kostic goes short. Now who's going to be first to this? Palmer have the chance to go the other way. Opts for safety. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bastoni. Aldair. Distributed tidily. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ronaldinho! Played out towards the right wing. Ronaldinho. Well, that's the keeper's ball. That's a lovely, delicate pass. 15 minutes till half-time. Davids. And it's Kostic. Now it's Thuram. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a good foot in there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kostic, looking for the run, and it's hoisted clear. Aldair, and it's Davids. And this is Ronaldinho. Kvaratskhelia tries to pass it through. Immobile cross, he gets big! It's anyone's ball now. He can get that clear. Bastoni. He's tried one! There was plenty of power on that. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, he's bustling through here. That's a good ball out wide. Drill chance for a shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Here's the whistle then to start the second half.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That's a look and plays it forward. No, that's been intercepted. Aldair, Cannavaro, Kostic, who's set up one goal so far. Kostic did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Ronaldinho. Thuram takes a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Adrian Benabe gets it away. Little pass back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Davids and Bastoni. Turns back here, probably the best option. And he's gone searching crossfield. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And it's Immobile! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 51.577 spettatori.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Numero 32.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Adrian Benabe. Some good work on the right flank here. Kostic. Now it's Thuram. And that's put paid to a promising move. And now the breakaway. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Thuram. And he was quick to react. Now it's Cutrone. Just eases him off the ball. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Davids. Oh, good spread. Oh, can he get onto this? Aldair calmly anticipates. Out towards the flank. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
This is it then, now or never. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Thuram. He's on it, can he get away? He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Immobile proves just a little bit too strong.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 10, numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21.
They've played it
il
short.
Numero 30, cambio di giocatori.
Plays it in low. And that was very necessary. And it's Barella. Early ball. Rafael Leao! Goal, Milan! And that for him is goal number 10. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Milan moments now away from seeing this one out. He's in a great position here. Good read, needed to be.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cutrone. Aimed beyond the defence. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Barella picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Begley.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this player Vlahovic is more impressive game by game, Peter. Big Serbian, he's proven that he has lots of dimensions to his game. And I think people look at him and probably imagine that all they're going to do is bounce balls off him. But he's not that kind of centre-forward. He's got a lot more to his game. He's quick, deceptively quick on the turn. And there's great dynamism to his movement.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in.
Il numero 7, Ambrosini. Il numero 21, Filippo Inzaghi.
Well, we're on the way. Opts for safety. Into the channel. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. Rafael Leao! In for the pieces! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Filippo Inzaghi.
So, a breakthrough already. And the pass is intercepted. Ambrosini. Oh, good spread. Kvaratskhelia. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's dealt with that really well. Vlahovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Vlahovic. And it's Thuram. McKennie. And that is masterful defending.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Thuram. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Nedved. Oh, this is a... Goes for a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Thuram has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Thuram. And it's Kostic. And Cambiasso knocks it into space. And it's Thuram. Cambiasso has it out wide and in space. Big header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Vlahovic. And it's been played through. Costa Curta can get it clear. And that should get the job done. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Rafael Leao, driving on and making good progress. Locatelli.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
McKennie. And it's Cambiasso. Now it's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Vlahovic. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cambiasso puts them all in. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Thuram. Nice sequence of passes, this. Cannavaro. Out to the right. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Gets a good foot in there.
Openda really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being...
Can he finish? And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Openda. Showing good feet. And that's... Tries a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Can he get on the end of this? It's played through for him. Inzaghi! That's another chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nedved. And it's made its way to him. Kostic. And we've reached half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Milan will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And the action is back on the way. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Nedved. That's a sharp pass. And the shot! It's in! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Locatelli. And it's McKennie. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. It's going to be another throw. Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
McKennie. Chance for a shot! In he goes again! They've done it! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Al 54esimo minuto, numero 22.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Inzaghi. Thuram receives it in a good position here. Nicely spread. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Koopmeiners defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Vlahovic. And it's Thuram. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Kostic. Oh, good read. And the shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Nice interception, well timed. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Cambiasso. Thuram. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Openda. Now then, the ball's come loose. Thuram under intense pressure.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Di Gregorio breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Ambrosini, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cambiasso, and here's the chance to counter. And that is out of play. Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Cristiano Ronaldo coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Cambiasso. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Openda. Up he goes! He has done it! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And now he has two. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
So is this the start of a comeback? It's a pretty loose pass. Kostic. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Openda. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And it's Locatelli. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's McKennie. This looks promising. In with the challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's beautiful. And a chance! Oh, taken with style. And the lead is extended still further.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's onside. Chooses to go back. Kostic receives it in a wide position. Defending of the desperate variety. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Del Piero. Now it's Kostic. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Ambrosini. And here's Kostic. And back to the goalkeeper. Kalulu.
Ci saranno 5 minuti.
5 minutes to add. Openda. Vlahovic. Kostic. Cross goes in there. And it's hoisted clear. Thinks about the shot. He's having a shot! And that was very necessary. And Kalulu. And it's Coke Miners. Kostic. And that interception was... And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Filippo Inzaghi voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Milan really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Milan lining up in what very much looks as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else, and that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Batasagi, great vision. Rafael Leao. Davids pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Ronaldinho. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Big header! No, not the best of headers. Batasagi. Ricci. Pavlovic. Now Gabbia. Salmakers. And it's Fofana. And he's forced to go back. Now Modric. And it's Nkunku. Played out towards the right wing. Delivers with whip. Dida deals with that, nice and simple. Modric. Milan looking to pass their way through. Nkunku. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Fofana. And they've got a throw. And it's Davids. Maignan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Davids. Barella. Now it's Thuram. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ronaldinho tries a measured ball. Big chance! Goal! Milan! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Al 23esimo minuto, numero 21, Filippo Inzaghi.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Gabbia.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now that looks a decent ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Very nicely done. That is a brilliant interception. Almost half an hour in now. Out towards the flank. And it's Ricci. It's a threatening ball. Rafael Leao. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Davids. And this is Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Bartasaghi. Here's Rafael Leao. Davids does really well to win the ball there. And here's Inzaghi. Ronaldinho! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Bartasaghi. Barella did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Inzaghi. Ribéry. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Ribéry really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Bartasaghi. And it's Sailamakers. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. There's the start of the second half. Rafael Leao. And this is Ronaldinho. Now it's Rafael Leao. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? And the finish! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
A case now of complete control. Turns back here, probably the best option. Ricci. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. And it's Ribery. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bartasagi. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Nicely weighted ball. Davids is being harried and hassled.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Out to the right. That's a super give and go. It's a goal kick. Ricci.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Fofana.
81.007 spettatori.
Inzaghi. Rafael Leao. Modric. Bartasagi.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Gabia wriggles his way through and he's lost his... It's Ronaldinho! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Modric. And it's Bartasagi. That'll be a throw. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Shevchenko coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Ribery has created one goal already. Now it's Inzaghi. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Rafael Leao. And it's Modric. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's in space and looking for options. Cleared without hesitation. Chance! He scored! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Numero 4.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Milan finding their passes. And this is Inzaghi, in with the challenge. Modric. Passing is crisp and sharp. Stood up well to him there. Ribery, and he welcomes it in, and this is Inzaghi. Pavlovic, now Ricci, Rafael Leao, Fofana, now it's Nkunku. He's had it taken off him. Shevchenko. Now, can they get him away? And this is Shevchenko, and it's hoisted clear. Gabia, and it's Modric. Fofana, now Modric. Bartasaghi. Looking for the run. Bartasaghi gets into a good position. Flings in across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Davids. Here's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Ricci. Modric. Played back in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Milan can make their change now with a break in play. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Numero 56. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, il numero 2, il numero 23.
Pavlovic. And here's Rafael Leao.
Rafael Leao really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ribery. Shevchenko. Knocks it into space. Shevchenko. And we're done. Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Ronaldinho claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's any standing off, then he'll dish up some severe punishment.
And we're underway. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's a key interception. And now the breakaway. Cherubini. It's run loose here. That's a throw. Nicely weighted ball. It's come to nothing. That'll be a throw-in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played into the box. Danger averted for now. And the shot! And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Played out to the right. Gets a good foot in there. Costa Curta. Bastoni pokes it out wide. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Kvaratskhelia. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, what a claw! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And it's played in. Oh, smashing header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
He's had it nicked away. Neither side yet able to find the net. Shevchenko just eases him off the ball.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Filippo Inzaghi, nicely spread.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's very neat. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. And he's intervened well there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Oh, that's fabulous. Pings it across. Terrific header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Shevchenko certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Pass somewhat off target. Davids. Shot could be chance! Goal! Milan! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Drives it in. And that should get the job done. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target. Tries to thread one through. Kostic providing an outlet on that flank. Goes for the header! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Well, it's very well played because it's so easy to get those wrong.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's having a shot! Has another go! He's got a goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. Opts for safety. The final seconds now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Searching pass he's played there. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the half-time whistle goes. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we're underway again. Foot in. Del Piero. It's a good ball out wide. He's in plenty of space here. Here's a corner, good chance. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Good ball, good take. It's a mighty effort! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And they've got rid. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And he's got the beating of his man. Face to face. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cherubini. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that pass just didn't quite work. He's gone forward. He's having a go!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Davids. Nice looking ball. Here's a shot! Shevchenko! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cherubini.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, It's Inzaghi! That was superb goalkeeping!
Filippo Inzaghi is offering a wry smile there.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Deftly away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's a really well-measured ball. It's a promising position. Now the ball in. And he's there to clear it. Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Great chance! And that would have won it.
Shevchenko really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20.
Milan are making a change now.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 11.
Five minutes left on the clock.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's lost his man here. I think we're just about done here. Quality ball.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Over to the left. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. What a throw in. Milan making another change here. Kvaratskhelia taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
I think he's put in a good shift and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Lovely feet. He slings it in. Oh, that was vital. And we're done. Milan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it's just a case of reality striking, Peter. One side through their quality, almost obliged to win it, and like in 99% of cases, this is what happened.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Well, I always feel, Peter, that central midfield is a big area of responsibility in this system. It's not as easy for the front three to get behind the ball quickly if one of the wing-backs is pushed on. Then the boys in the engine room have serious cover to provide. So a lot of hard work has to go into this, and at times it's stretched. But, boy, it can work at one end.
So it's away we go then. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Ambrosini. Kostic. To Barella. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ambrosini. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Spread it left. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pinches it off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's in plenty of space here. He has a look up. Terrific header! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Opts for safety. Gomez. It's a pretty loose pass. Ronaldinho. No outsmarting him this time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Can he get it through? And it's made its way to him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gomez goes looking wide. Played into the box. Bastoni clears it away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Quick look, then climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And here's Inzaghi. Shevchenko! The alert has passed. It didn't always look as though it would.
Yeah, I felt that this was what their opponents were setting up to do, and they got away with that.
Strong running down that left flank. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Ball's gone out of play. Cross flung in towards the middle.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Filippo Inzaghi. Shevchenko.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, well measured. Shot could be... And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Cannavaro. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Shevchenko. Oh, super ball! And the finish!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. It's gone out for a throw-in. Ambrosini and Bastoni over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, super find. And he's in on goal. Big chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to get it clear. Gomez. Not the most accurate pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That's a good run down the left. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Barella. And that interception was most necessary. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Inzaghi. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, this looks sharp. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Gomez. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
So, what can they make of this? Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Shifted it to the flank. Kvaratskhelia. Ambrosini, who does have an assist to his name. And here's Shevchenko. Kostic. Now it's Judge, surely! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Now it's Palo. Out to the left it goes. Kvaratskhelia has found the net here, of course. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Palo. Spread out to the left. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that should get the job done. Back in once more. Cleared without hesitation. Cross into the box. No, that's not going to find its target.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kostic has it in a wide position. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Milan still ahead by the game's only goal. They get a throw in.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20, numero 5. Lasciano il campo per il numero 9.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Stood up well to him there. I think we're just about done here. Out towards the flank. Swing. He rises! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now he's off and running. And it's Inzaghi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
2 minutes to be added on. Played out to the right. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Ambrosini claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
È atteso all'area informazioni.